AWS. What the heck is this? And why have you seen it in your vibe coding chats? I'm gonna explain AWS super simple, y'all, and you're gonna quickly realize why they essentially dominate most of the cloud internet. Obviously, I love GCP and like all these other cloud providers, but basically you're gonna learn by the end of this video, AWS needs to chill. Let's jump in. So what is AWS? This is like the backbone of the internet, y'all. These are all those warehouses that have rentable computers that other platforms literally make wrappers out of, whether you're Supabase or Vercel. The thing with AWS is this is essentially just peeling back the curtains and the closest you're going to be able to get to getting the max amount of like quote unquote capabilities when building a software, as you are just provided a ton of different services. Now, theoretically, most of the services that you probably care about, you can probably get through the wrapper of Vercel or Supabase or even Cloudflare for some use cases, or even just using GCP. But what makes AWS crazy is you're more than likely at some point to use some service that essentially the entire backend is just AWS. That's why Amazon is worth so much money. So what does it do? This really gives you the ability to rent those servers. You have the ability to get access to, storage buckets. Think of it like Google Drive, everything of this nature. Not literally Google Drive because they use GCP, but the point is like storing a file, and just a Lego bucket of a bunch of different services like databases, AI, email. All of them can kind of work together in the same ecosystem. A really good example of this is Amazon SES. Look it up. Amazon SES is their way of sending out emails at scale. Now, what's really crazy about Amazon SES is that most major, if not all major, email marketing softwares like MailChimp, name some other ones, Klaviyo, they all use AWS SES because the cost associated with sending 1,000 emails via SES is 10 cents. So do the math. These email providers are just making a ton of money, but in reality, you could use AWS SES and build out your own email infrastructure and literally pay pennies on the dollar. This is a very specific micro niche example of like, why should I care about AWS? Is that you can get insane value out of it. To be frank and quite transparent, literally open up a chat, say like, how much does MailChimp cost me to have an audience list and send out emails compared to Amazon SES? And then you're going to be like, whoa, we're talking thousands of percents cheaper. Yeah, because you're hitting it from essentially where it exists, right? Like this is the backbone, the bedrock of a lot of these services that are reskinned. I'm not saying that's bad, right? Like, end of the day, there's a ton of value in reskinning a service and then making it super simple for a consumer. That's half the market, right? So one thing you'll notice if you ever use AWS is that it's very much data center centric. And what I mean by that is your profiles are typically associated with like Virginia, US East 1, or Ohio, US Central 1. Like everything of this nature, you'll notice your profile is associated with a server room, and then anything you create within that, whether it's like a database or, some type of virtual environment, it's very clear that it's associated with that server room. This is kind of different than other platforms, as GCP, Cloudflare, they usually kind of hide this information. Like it's still there, like you can find it, but AWS makes it very clear on where you're getting your computer from, which has its implications. And you should check out my vibe coding fundamental playlist so you understand what CDN is and everything of that nature. So who cares? The internet. Most major companies that probably have something in their tech stack that uses AWS, maybe not everything. What is cool is that AWS has a really nice pay-as-you-go feature for a lot of its stuff. That's why the email example I gave you is very cost-effective. But the big thing that you will probably understand very fast, and the reason that, not anyone just opens up a server room in their room, right, is that these computers and the way that they're hosted via AWS, they're ready for scale. They're ready whether you have 10 users or 10 million users, because they've already gone through the CPU throttling and everything that's encompassed with massive waves of pressure on your system, especially when it comes to creating functions and everything of this nature. The point being is that out of the box, AWS can handle a ton of load. And as you see here, Vercel and Supabase are friendly layers on top of AWS, just to make it simple, y'all. That's AWS. We just have a bunch of computers layering around that we're renting and we can do stuff with. So without further ado, make sure to leave a like. I'll see you in the next Just Explain What AWS is type of video.